tell he's having a blast out there.
Well, he knows he's top 10. You may as well go out and have some fun for the crowd.
Be a showman, yes. That's what this is about. He picks some really good music. This whole place is it's like an earthquake right now.
We hope you're enjoying this at home across the world right now. Thank High-Tech Pharmaceuticals. If you've never been to an Olympia live to feel this energy that they're feeling in the crowd right now, you owe it to yourself. Put that on your list.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next competitor. From Canada, Regan Grimes.
Grimes. Been able to travel a lot with Regan over the past few years, and such a great guy. Works really hard, and he's been making improvements, so I'm very excited to see what he comes in with this routine.
Well, his highest Olympia was actually in Classic Physique at 8th. A couple of 15s in the Open. I think he's going to be really happy with this year.
Oh, yeah.
But he brought the aesthetics with him up from Classic Physique, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's what this is about. Like, for all you youngsters out there, all you amateurs, it doesn't stop at just one division. You can grow into the Open. Any conditioning, that's for sure.
Oh. And like you said, he set that from the ground, then the mid-back, then the upper. Beautiful to watch those transitions. Look at that Christmas tree.
And that's a hard shot for him.
We talked about it on Primetime Muscle. He's one of the aesthetics guys, but it looks like he's upsized and conditioned this year.
And that's when you know you've done your homework. I mean, when you always hear people talk about, oh, I'm coming in bigger next year, 10 pounds. Is that real stage muscle with real good quality conditioning? Usually no. But with Regan, he actually did it.
That was.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next competitor. From the USA, Lunsford.
Right. That was the loudest cheer of the night.
That was loud.
Let's see if it gets louder. I think it will.
Yeah, oh yeah. When he starts to pump him up. Well choreographed.
Playing to his strengths. He's milking it.
Have some fun. Show those pearly whites, Derek. You are killing it.
All right, that was a tease, right? Kept hitting the same shot over and over. Now he hit it. Oh, yeah. There it is. Nasty.
That is the gladiator cheer out there.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said, if you hit that pose and the crowd goes, well, you hold it. If not, get the hell out of there. Well, Derek Lunsford has every right to hold that pose. All right, will it be?
I'll stand.
Will it be? And new. He's walking around like it's going home to Florida. That's how he's walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next competitor. From the USA, Charles Griffin.
All right, Charles won Chris Minna's show out there at the Legion Pro to qualify to get here. The Cal State Pro last year. I met him up in Minneapolis a couple of years ago when I was emceeing, and he's big.
Oh, yeah. And he trains heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. I really like Charles's perseverance, through injury. I know that he had a pec tear, but this is bodybuilding. I mean, he's able to train around it, make sure he's still in that top 10, and he's enjoying it tonight. Look at that back.
You just can't appreciate how big these guys are because they're standing next to the biggest and best in the world.
Exactly.
You just don't get the perspective of how big a Charles. Look at those traps.
I mean, we just had Halloween the other day. I'm telling you, if you guys saw these guys walking around your street, you'd be scared, with all that mass.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next competitor. From the USA, former Olympia champion, Brandon Curry.
Prodigy. I watched Brandon Curry turn pro years ago.
Oh,
and
wow.
I knew he was actually being trained by my old trainer, Holly Rambod, at the time. And I told him right away, I was like, you're going to be on that Olympia stage killing it. I'm going to be going head to head with you. And he won that Olympia in 2019. He hung in there. He had some ups and downs prior to that. But he won that Olympia, and now he's looking to redeem himself from last night. And I feel like he came in a lot better. Got some meals in him. And he's going to be posing with a lot of strength and a lot of confidence. Because, again, he is an Olympia champion.
We were wondering if he would even make it. We got all kinds of mixed information out on the internet. Wednesday at the press conference, they said, we're not sure. And later that day...
Yeah, and shame on these guys on the internet. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
We were able to talk to Brandon last night after the contest, after the pre-judgment. He was in really good spirits, knowing that he's going to be able to do a great routine. And I'm very, very happy for him. I know Brandon's not probably looking forward to the placing that he's going to get, but I think this is where you call a moral victory on this one.
Absolutely you do. And it is a warrior's victory to battle through the stomach issues that he's battled through this close to stage.
Yeah, and you know what, in 2009, 2008 I placed third in my first Olympia. 2009 I had food poisoning, and I had to eat, the EMTs in my room at 5 in the morning, and I still competed, and Brandon's doing the same. It's like, you know what, sometimes you need that flu game to show you who you are, and that is a champion, that is a warrior, that's a person that has no quit in them, and that's why people aspire to be like these guys.
Every year, Phil.
Oh, yeah. we are in for a treat because he definitely knows how to pose. We're going to see some flexibility like never before with a guy this size. Justice right there. Seeing a little bit more definition of glutes and hamstrings.
Much very classic posing, which I just love to see on a physique like this.
Oh yes, and he's been getting a lot of real good help. I mean, he's got the guys like Wheeler, Amir. They've all chipped in, you know, their knowledge and wisdom over the years.
And he's been one of the young guys that's a sponge. He wants to learn everything he can.
Oh, absolutely. You can tell in his physique and the style of posing that he's doing.
There's that tilt I like.
Yes. I'm waiting for the splits, man.
Yep. You know it's coming.
I know it's coming. What you guys were able to see, when these guys can take their time and pose the music that they selected, muscles come alive.
Here we go.
The control. That's crazy. And the crowd. I love how the crowd just appreciates all the hard
Give it up for
work.
Andrew.
That's what I'm talking about. Way to set it up, Andrew.
That might be our people's chant this year.
The one thing for sure, if he wins tonight, it'll be by split decision. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Slovakia, Michael Krizanev.
All right, Michael Krizo, another fan favorite. 12th last year, but boy, he made a splash.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm sure he's going to come out and hit some most musculars. If I'm him, I'm hitting him. Because he's got those shredded traps, those delts in that chest.
The traps that started at his mid-back.
That's a really good shot for him. Look at those. Oh my gosh.
Separation of the delts in the arms.
Yeah, spinal erectors, glutes, hamstrings, calves.
He's got a little bit of mature muscle to pack on and a couple of nuances to his posing.
Yes.
He is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Look at the fibers in that bar pack.
Yes. I would like to see Krizo actually do a few more U.S. shows throughout the year.
Yeah. You think it'll tighten him up?
I think so, and I think even if you did a couple shows, let's say like the All Classic, you stick around and get some guest posing, just get out there. I think a lot of the fans would appreciate it, and it would bring up his confidence too. And he probably would be able to train with a lot of pros as well.
That would learn some more of those subtleties that are going to bring out that detail and all that beautiful mass he's carrying.
Oh,
Here you go, Phil.
There it is, dude. That's nasty. If you want to look so good, so far out, that we want to be able to peak, but it definitely looked like he had a great Friday and now a great Saturday. But he did a lot of changes with his diet, with his training regimen. I was able to see him at my show, the Phil Heath Classic in Pasadena, Texas, and he looked awesome then.
From Iran, he is your reigning, defending Olympia champion, Hadi Choopan.
And with a lot of energy, with a whole country.
Here we go.
The Wolf.
He pumps up the crowd.
Oh, yeah. I want all this mist to go away. I want to see all this muscle right now. Whew. One of his signature poses, right to him, most muscular. Look at that. Look at those delts. Look at the chest and those abs, and he is fired up. He is applying the pressure that a champion needs to do to retain and wipe any doubt that he's not going to win the Olympia. Whew. You got to give it to Hottie, man. Like he brings the energy, that's for sure.
He has some of the most hardcore fans. And
oh, yeah.
Since 2019, he's been third, fourth, and third. And sitting in those third place spots, he really got that fan base up and running.
And I love how he's working the crowd. He's going side to side. He's moving around. He's letting them all see. So therefore, when we go online, we're going to see multiple angles, which we should. Look at that crowd. Oh, man. Trained also by Honey Rambo. He's got. I've got to give it to Honey, man. Like I usually give him a hard time. He's got two of the greatest bodybuilders in the world right now.
I said to Honey last night, he's got 67% of the best athletes in this year.
Yeah.
Come on now. Well, folks, you can't have a great show like the Olympia without great judges. And I want to get an opportunity to talk to Big Steve out there. Big Steve, you just saw 10 of the best. You guys broke it down. How do you break down 10 of the world's best from the judges' perspective?
Very carefully. Very carefully.
I mean, at this level, though, you're literally splitting hairs. I mean, you're looking for a combination, of course, size, symmetry, proportion, shape. How do you actually get to a point where you can break it down that easily?
When it gets really close, like it was this evening, we put them through their paces. And some guys get tighter, and some guys fall apart. And that's where the strong survive.
Well, Steve, how close is it tonight?
It's very close.
I got a sneaky suspicion it's going to come down to the pose down, my friend.
I believe so.
All right.